Okay, so we're going to ask our angels, saints, and ancestors and guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light, and my lights just flashed. Tap in, let me know you're here and present to receive a message. Tapping in means connect, say yes to receive, and just allow. You can also just like, share, comment, and subscribe. Did you see that? All right, we're going to get into this message. I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to roll with it. There's a lot of the love of money and emotional anguish. These are related. I feel like one is the result of another. And I'm getting that there could even be like someone resisting change or doing anything different in their life. It's like refusing to see the truth. The love of money, I think, has motivated somebody to really create some intense feelings, maybe even emotional baggage. I feel like there's a lot of unresolved issues here. I have that it's related to a love triangle or party group or someone else's influence of something. I'm getting that there's karmic justice playing out, but they're avoiding it. They feel like it's unfair for them, and there's this like, I'm a victim. Cancel culture even. Maybe someone's feeling like they're being shamed and blamed, and they want retribution, and there's like imbalance. There's a need for someone to be more patient. The energy here is discord. Okay, it's temperance in reverse. And so this is like something being done in excess. There's imbalance. There's self-indulgence. I'm getting the energy here is a masculine energy in reverse. Okay, so it's either a king of wands or a king of swords in reverse. And it could be just describing the qualities here that's in the energy that would be contributing to this imbalance here. And it's someone lacks energy or experience. Maybe they're very unpredictable, controlling, ruthless even. And then also King of Swords in reverse is like sarcastic, lacks integrity, is kind of a loose cannon, and could be cold and controlling, I think. So, and then it says drunk on power. So I'm getting like heavy in the ego, heavy in the pride, like a lot of resentment, a lot of bitterness, a lot of unhealed wounds. Okay. Maybe even going back to past life. Okay. And so what the goal here is this is a page of coins, and the page of coins is even in reverse. And this is like learn from past mistakes. There's like procrastination. There's this unwillingness to surrender to the fact that there's something that needs to change here, and there's a lesson that needs to be learned, and someone is like refusing to learn the lesson, it seems. So I feel like this is becoming very difficult. Someone may be receiving bad news. There's a bit of like not having common sense here. So there could be a bit of like delusion to some extent. Maybe someone is lacking goals at this time and feeling like they're not gaining anything from what their experience is. I feel like they have this high expectation that they deserve like the 10 of coins, but it's like, I don't feel like that's realistic. I feel like this person maybe has this like illusion to something or fell for an illusion. I feel like there's regret here. So we're going to get more into this reading. So stick around. All right. So Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this? Yeah, I feel like there's this, someone feels like a victim as a result of what's been going on in their life. But I feel like there's a lot of people involved. I feel like, wow, confirmation. Someone else's influence even. Heavy partying here. Feeling like in competition. Okay, so there's a lot of things being done from a place of lack. okay? Like all of these are in reverse, okay? So let's see. 10 of Cups, storybook ending. Yeah, wow. This is amazing. This is harmony. This is a blissful relationship. This is peace and divine love. This is, you know, I feel like somebody may have, wow, and then the bottom of the deck is 10 of Swords. Changing the outcome. Yeah, I feel like this person is, you know, the outcome that they maybe thought that they were going to have is not what has actually panned out. And I feel like it's almost like it's happening to you instead of them. And there's this drastic, there's a contrast here. Okay? Regeneration of a relationship, wants to make a comeback, a reconcile, over it, repair, and moving on. And then we have someone who's stable, they're at peace, they're emotionally fulfilled, and there's divine love. So I feel like, you know, I think you're in two totally different places in life. And I feel like they don't like where they're at. And I feel like you're going to protect your peace. Okay, so let's see what else we have. The 10 of Cups here. You know, you're going for the storybook ending, okay? Like, and this is what you desire and deserve, and this is like you manifesting this. So let's see what's next. Ace of Cups, bliss, overflowing love, romantic success, new romance on the horizon, and this is you being in the energy of joy, okay? So your lives right now couldn't be more different, okay? So you are no longer in alignment with one another. This past energy and what they're experiencing right now. Look at 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. I have the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the 9 of Cups. This is being completely content, having your wishes and dreams come true, feeling satisfied and happy with your life. And you are deserving of this. All you did was give love, okay? No one's perfect. You're not saying anybody's perfect, but you are saying that, like, you lead with love. This is genuinely you. And I feel like there was a lot done to try to make you not be you, right? To kind of like afflict enough pain so that you're as miserable as they are, right? Because they're not in the energy of overflowing love. And they may have been very jealous because this is your energy. And I feel like they tried to dim this light, baby. Boy, did they try to dim this light. But I feel like you held strong and you were committed and devoted and you focused on your empathic abilities. When I see the Ace of Cups, this is like you being able to be one with source, okay? Oneness, unity consciousness, understanding what divine love is and, you know, how to keep it flowing, okay? This also represents like you being able to reach to greater heights, right? Higher consciousness. And you're here to really be a bridge between both worlds here in some way. Like you have the ability to kind of be in this blissful energy, very high vibrational energy, all these cups. And I'm getting like your wishes and dreams are coming true. And I'm getting like there's a lot of energy that doesn't want this, specifically this energy that I'm picking up over here. Not what it seems it says. 7 of Swords. Yeah, someone's like sneaky, trying to get away with something. They're cheating, lying. They're a coward, right? Like, yeah. I feel like somebody wants to tell you this about this person. It could be a Queen of Pentacles here. She may actually want to talk about this energy that we're picking up here at the beginning of this reading. This gentleman in reverse. I feel like maybe he tried to swindle her or she swindled him, or I don't know. There's something up with this. Or maybe this is coming towards you, collective, because Maybe this person sees that you're prosperous, you're organized, you hold it down. So I feel like that's a compliment to you first and foremost. If you're masculine or feminine, like you hold it down. And so I feel like they're not stable. They're on the move. I feel like they're carrying all their battles with them, okay, because they haven't been able to let any of it go. So it's kind of like they move from situation to situation and they bring the bag of battles, okay? So it's like, you know, and then it becomes your battle, right? Like you're not signing up for anyone else's battle. Queen of Cups. Yeah, as a result of a Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? Fostering codependency. Someone who's irrational, even melancholic at this time, maybe appears gullible. There's extremes, there's wallowing, there's imbalanced energy here, okay? So, let's see. This is that karmic avoidance, okay? It's like this energy wants to come and like disturb the peace because where they're at home is disturbed in some way. It's imbalanced, might I say. 4 of Coins. Yeah, there's this, you know, hoarder energy, scarcity mindset, doing things for material attachment reasons, okay? And then we have an Emperor in reverse. Yeah. I feel like maybe somebody thought they didn't have to take into account universal law. All right, this Emperor's in reverse. So this talks about someone who may have father issues. So this could be any of these individuals. But what I'm getting is, you know, there might have been a lack of control or dominance or just someone aggressive. I feel like someone was maybe a bit on the abusive side of things. I feel like it's an abuse of power, if anything. So, yeah. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles regarding a family legacy. I feel like someone entertained, right? Someone for the sake of a lineage of some kind. So the image of it, maybe it's a well-to-do family. Maybe there's an estate. Or maybe felt like it was more secure. Wealth is involved and like a patriarch. So I feel like somebody went towards something because they thought that they were going to benefit by being associated with this family. They thought that they might receive something from a will, or maybe money was promised, or maybe someone married somebody for money, something like that. Maybe somebody married somebody to stay in the country. I don't know. There's some sort of agreement. 8 of Pentacles. I feel like whatever they've been working hard towards is falling apart. It's very like all work, no play. It's repetitive. It's not really panning out whatever they're doing. It's like not delivering any results. It's complacent. Someone's all over the place, very scattered, and it's boring. Okay. What's this? 6 of Swords. Better times ahead. I feel like someone may have left something. Yeah. All right. So there was conflicts here. And so someone is moving away from the drama, the conflict, towards tranquility, overcoming something. Trying to find peace. Maybe someone is realizing that there isn't what they thought there was. Maybe it was a false promise. And now somebody wants to move away from that because they're realizing they're losing money, not making money. Or the commitment here is too much. Okay. Ace of Swords in the upright. Something needs to be, is this in, yeah, no, this is in reverse, sorry. Reevaluate misinformation. Someone's got blocked communication. And then someone has clouded judgment too. And they will be redirected. Okay. So someone might want to communicate, but you got them blocked. And they're not clear-minded at this time, and they're hostile. They're not in a balanced vibration or frequency at this time. I have a Knight of Wands, swept off your feet, potentially. Somebody wants to shamelessly flirt and go over the top because they want to charm you and want to move towards you and have some sexy time. So I feel like this person wants to, you know, love bomb you is what I'm getting. Thinking that, you know, they're, you know, that's their love language, okay, is to be lustful, okay? Yeah, towards an empress, thinking that you are insecure and you would accept less than you deserve. They think that you're negligent. They think that you're codependent. And I'm getting like there's some sort of insecurity energy here. Page of Wands. Yeah, someone's making plans. Okay? There's some sort of plans playing out here. Lovable rogue. Exciting plans. Charismatic. Okay. Someone's making some plans, huh? Nine of Swords. Someone's freaking out. Someone is like really struggling with the mindset here. And then I have the Eight of Swords. Someone's feeling trapped. This Emperor in reverse feels like they're trapped and they're stuck in their situation. And their mindset is what's creating this nightmare for them. So as soon as they wake up to that, the better. Look at Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Come on. It's like, continue to just be proactive and have some focus on like the good things in life, right? Look on the bright side of things. Okay? You were freed from this energy. That's the bright side. You are the bright side. You attracted something that was very self-absorbed, okay? Someone was, they were like, were operating in fear. Like they could be paranoid. They could be feeling powerless right now. I feel like they're a bit in their own kind of dark night of the soul, if you will. Okay? I feel like this is going to be a catalyst for a dark night of the soul or an ego death here. And it's really going through the process of realization and judgment, actually. There's a bit of judgment that goes along with that. Dark to light. In a few days, I feel like there's an awakening here. Yeah, confirming the process of a spiritual awakening. So this person, you know, may be resisting this at this time. And so that's understandable, but I feel like at some point you're going to need to surrender to this process because what? Giving and receiving. Quid pro quo. Interesting. Equal give and take. Balance, kindness. Okay. Empress. Feminine power is in the reverse. So this would be blocked creativity, something going on with your body, dependence, negligence. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like this is karmic balance playing out here. Okay? And it includes an Empress in reverse. So this would be, you know, yeah, oof. Unhealthy patterns, physical or emotional abuse, negative karmic connections here with this Empress in reverse. toxic energetic implants, and codependency. So there's a lot of like feeding the ego here, and a lot of what the energy here with these unhealthy patterns, it actually is a mirror effect as to the things that we have opportunity to observe and choose to heal from or not. And everybody has a free will choice to do that. And I feel like, you know, there's always this is like that option to do so. It's like, do you want to stay in this energy, or do you want to go through the awakening and understand what it's like to have balance back in your life, peace even. So I feel like this is an opportunity maybe for someone to have a second chance if they so choose, and they can accept themselves, right, and work on that. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Let's get more info, because that's essentially the awakening process, is to be aware, right? Like, we've been dealing with you know, a lot of difficulties with seeing clearly. And you know, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse comes out, and this is about non-conforming and an unconventional life choice. Alternative lifestyles could be significant. Wanting the freedom and challenging the status quo. So someone who wants to think for themselves and wants to do what they want, and they don't really follow any kind of set of traditions. Okay, so that is also something here. And this might be this Knight of Wands, right? This is this energy that might, you know, prioritize those kind of alternative lifestyles and the freedom to do so. So that is their free will choice to do so. I feel like there might have been lessons learned needed here, or they're starting to learn these. Ten of Swords, yeah, here we go. I feel like there's changing the outer, the outcome here. I feel like there's maybe an energy that wants to reconcile, but I feel like one of you has moved on and is over it and is not looking to repair it. So you're not interested in that kind of lifestyle, and you have released this, is what I'm getting. This is an ending, so you know, maybe there's something ending here as well for this Empress in reverse and the Hierophant, and maybe what's been going on in their alternative lifestyle, or just, you know, their unconventional life choices. I feel like there's something playing out here, and I don't want to come off judgy. I just think that, like, it's created some blocked energy here. So I'm sure they're going to figure it out. What is the advice to help them figure it out? Let's give them advice to help figure it out. I feel like someone might want to communicate. I feel like somebody could be a bit impatient, very talkative. I feel like they want to come rushing towards you because they feel like they have something to get off their chest. Eight of Wands. These are like, you know, this is in reverse. We have a King of Cups, so water sign energy. All right. This could be someone who is self-aware, highly intuitive, psychic maybe, emotionally balanced, coming towards you, that wants to speak with you. You could be a bit of a maverick. So it's like, I just heard talk to me, goose. Okay, so if that rings a bell for anybody. Two of Wands. So I feel like there's an opportunity. I feel like this is about future planning and considering your options. I feel like you feel relieved and you're looking ahead, and you feel like things are out of the woods and you're recovering and you're starting to see positive changes in your life. And this is like a turning point for you. All right, so I feel like this is like what's happening for those who have ascended. All right, so what's the advice if you're continuing there? We have the Chariot, strength of will. Wow. You could be traveling. You could be very focused on specific topics. You could be charting a path, and there's forward movement here. You've persevered. Okay, and as a result, like, you're moving ahead. This is looking ahead, and this is moving ahead. All right. So I feel like whatever decision you make here is going to help move you quite along. I feel like this is also about like success and willpower. Yeah, great. I have the Fool, and then I have the Fool in reverse here. Only fools rush in, it says. So I feel like don't be impulsive about things. Like, take your time getting to know everything. I feel like there could be a lack of support maybe with whatever decision you make here. Let's see. What's the Fools only rush in? Oh, I'm getting, there's somebody that wants someone wants to make a reckless, impulsive decision to come back because they don't feel where they are. They have support. They have family problems, divorce, or even canceled events and discord. Okay. It's almost like this energy, there's energy here that realizes that you're moving on without them. And there's like this wanting to rush in to hold you back. And it's reckless. Okay. And it's like, they don't care. They're impulsive. All right. And I'm getting like, they don't have any, like there's no support here for this person, I'm getting. Or they feel like it's, that's, yeah, and then I just got the Tower. Yeah, the Tower. Yeah, this is like a reckoning. A shocking event, an energy surge, a bankruptcy, immediate revelation, sudden upheaval, wiped out, destroyed, divorce, chaos. I'm getting like there's a separation, there's a fight, there's a divorce, there's a massive ending here. And this person, I feel like, wants to come rushing in, but only fools rush in. So I feel like that's their message. Only fools rush in. Don't be a fool. Look at 7 of Cups. Many possibilities. Shiny object syndrome. Confusion. Lacking focus. And unclear. Yeah, this person, you know, is a bit all over the place. I think their wishfulness of this, right? But they don't have the emotional intelligence to know what's truly reality, I guess. There's this like unstable situations here. Something's under review. There's something that needs to be revised. There's delays. There's caution. Someone is being told to, this is like a warning. Okay. Or there's like a decision that's going to be made that is as a result of an unstable situation. And it could have something to do with greed. And I feel like something's under review. So they could be held accountable for what this situation is. So something's kind of like part of this reckoning here. Like this upheaval. Then I have a Magician in the mid position. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, so someone manipulated their power for money. Someone abused their power for money. They abused universal energy and laws for money. They may have even done death rituals. All right, external exchange, an abrupt change, total overhaul, over and out, a breakup, endings so that there's new beginnings. And then there's a Queen of Wands, okay, who's temperamental, pessimistic, and strong-willed. as well as trying to create delay tactics and put things on hold for somebody so that they can't move on from someone else. There's this like someone manipulating magic with the magician in the mid position, trying to create endings, okay? Abrupt changes towards stalling somebody, as well as delay tactics so that there's a lack of focus. Okay, Knight of Cups, following your heart. There's energy of being like psychic, graceful, charming, beautiful. Yeah, this the Queen of Wands in reverse, this Jezebel energy wanted to prevent this masculine who is use magic, use energy, whatever, energy manipulation here, to bend free will. And very much could be trying to affect somebody here with an ending or some sort of delay and uncertainty. Okay, so there's a bit of like energy manipulation here going on. And it's because there's fear here that they would want to reconcile or go back. Okay, because there's affection here. There's attraction here. There's romance here. There's love here. So I don't know if that's speaking to you guys. Okay, Three of Swords. Yeah, overcoming sorrow. Yeah, I feel like they never anticipated you getting back up. All right, and now they see that, you know, you're the one that they shouldn't have let go. And you're feeling hopeful and optimistic because you've moved on from this. You've healed from this. Okay. They never anticipated you healing from this and moving on. So you overcame whatever they set out to do to you. And you're following your heart. They're stuck on the highway because it's only their way. It's like my way or the highway. Well, that's where you're going to be stuck, on the highway. All right. Star energy, wish granted. Okay, I feel like somebody is in their purpose. They could be an energy that provides a lot, has a lot of faith. Someone who's in the healing energy, very inspirational. So this is kind of like you wishing on a star, and boom, here's your wish granted. So wishes and dreams coming true over here. Okay, which is beautiful. You're so deserving. Good things take time. All right. You've persevered. I feel like you've been playing the long game. I feel like whatever you've planted and nurtured, it's time for it to ripen. So this would be like you've made really good investments. So be patient. Just a little bit longer. Not much. But good things take time. Okay. Oh, hey now. We have a King of Pentacles, ultimate provider, strong sense of self-worth, stable, hardworking, dependable, grounded, secure. Okay, and then we have a Two of Cups coming for this Knight of Cups. Okay. So this energy is unhealthy attachments, it says. Seeking approval, enabling, caretaking, rescuing, clinging. Okay, so let's see what this is. Okay. I was like, is there more to this? They're like, yes. Okay. Three of Wands, manifesting your dreams. Manifesting your dreams, travel for pleasure, working or love. And this is about a level up and having a lot of progress. That's amazing. Awesome. So I feel like you have built something very stable and secure for yourself. I feel like you're being represented as the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. So maybe you have created a business for yourself, and as a result, like, you're helping people manage unhealthy attachments or free themselves from these, which is interesting. There also could be like some common ground here. I feel like this is work, love, manifesting your dreams here. So this is like some sort of like common ground. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there could be unclear, like a stalemate almost, an impasse. Maybe someone's withholding information here. Someone held back information. And there could be some just lack of clarity here, or someone is avoiding something. Two of Swords and the Lovers, misaligned values. Oh, so I feel like there might have been some work done here, okay, that might have been paid for. I don't know. I'm trying to get like a good read on this King of Pentacles and this Two of Cups that's in the reverse. So I feel like somebody might find that they're kind of stuck in a situation is what I'm getting. And this is someone who has, you know, really focused on being like stable and secure. And they may have had in the past unhealthy attachments and maybe enabled even some codependency in the past. But I feel like they've progressed. They've leveled up. They may even like be a developer or something like that. Or they're just developing, like constantly working on themselves. I feel like they have big picture thinking, and they see maybe that there's healing needed, right? Like, so many of us have been dealing with the programming. It's kind of like there's something here with that. Okay. And then I'm getting like there's this unclear path. So it's like not having clarity on how to like overcome and free yourself from these kinds of things. And that there is choice, right? There is like making big plans, and what we want to experience in the future. So it's kind of like, you know, overcoming things, like making sure that there's alignment with who you bring into your life. Like, you want to make sure that like you're on the same path, you believe in the same things, you have the same values, you have a similar belief system, or can at least respect somebody else's belief system and not maybe afflict them with it or attack them with it or attack them because of it. I feel like there's that. Yeah, I feel like there's remembering the past. There's like reminiscing energy here. Someone returning from the past even. Okay. There could be someone wanting to return from the past. Five of Wands. Personality clashes. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like you, now that you're no longer in this dynamic, I feel like you understand that it was not a peaceful remembrance. You remember that there was a lot of arguing, there was a lot of misunderstandings, it was like poor communication. You know, everywhere you went, this person might have been like scanning the room to see like, you know, whatever. I just feel like they were like cringe. And they like feed off chaos, okay? And nobody needs to be in competition with their spouse in the sense of like insecurity wise, right? Like your spouse shouldn't be the one that, you know, wishes endings for you, right? Like, that's not love, right? I feel like someone had pride before the fall. I feel like someone's super vain, they're conceited, they're self-centered. This talks about narcissism. It's like being a follower, like egocentric, and just can't accept failure. And then there's a Queen of Swords. In reverse, someone who's harsh, pessimistic, critical, abrupt, gossipy, okay? Someone who is easily influenced and is scattered, right? Scattered and calculating. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they were also part of the tactics against you or the collective. Five of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody is shifting the energy here, or somebody wants to be shifty or is shifty. I feel like it's about time to do it differently. Maybe someone wants to make amends. But I would say that, you know, this person, you have trust issues with this person, rightfully so. I feel like they're working with others still. Like there's this like third party, like everybody's involved. Like there's too many people. Like this person is being a follower and letting other people influence their life. And it has literally gone to shit. So they've not learned from the past. They have a lack of interest of learning. There's third party friction, and this person's uncommitted to anything at this point. And they're doing it all alone, right? Like, so, I don't know. What that doesn't sound fabulous. I feel like somebody is watching you like a hawk, or they're having people watch you. I feel like, you know, you might be sharing information. You might be quick-witted and funny. You have a thirst for knowledge. So I'm also getting that. And I feel like you're fair, right? Like you don't usually treat anybody any sort of way unless provoked. And even when provoked, you play the long game, not the short game. And so I feel like you're being observed in some way, okay? And I feel like people are learning from you, or you're sharing something, or you're learning yourself. You could be reading, studying, getting certificates, that kind of thing. All right, so that's awesome. Keep doing that. But if you're in a public eye of any kind, like you got a channel or something, I feel like people are watching. They're curious about you. Seven of Wands. Licking your wounds. Wow. Someone's conflict avoidant. Wanting compromise. Okay, backing down. Someone thinks that you're going to back down to make amends. Someone thinks that you live to fight another day. Yeah. Someone thinks there's a bit of a lost cause here, and I feel like, you know, some things just aren't worth it. I feel like there's that energy. Some things just like, I feel like this, what you might have been dealing with in the past, you like, I'll take the L. Like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, this is not for me. And you dipped. You like dipped out. And when you dipped, man, oh man. Yeah, look at, like you moved on. You've healed. You've accepted the change. You've overcome the despair. Okay. You've overcome whatever that karmic relationship, contract, family, group, whatever that was. You're manifesting your best life. There is a change in direction. We've seen that a couple times here. So set your intentions, okay? The new cycle begins. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. Wow. Big changes are coming in about 6 months, okay? So that goes for all up in here. All the energies I was picking up with today. So, you know, I shouldn't be the first one telling you anything. So if you're hearing something for the first time, this probably isn't for you. I would say check in with your higher self or ask for a confirmation in some way, shape, or form if this reading is for you or not. And it's okay if it's not. All right. And I hope you guys are well, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye now.